Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Bye-bye, Beasley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. He hits Beasley right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Prescott on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Second down, Prescott. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding the tackle. A dump off to Elliott. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12 and 4. First time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And, yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Change of scenery turned out to be really good this year for Cooper and the Cowboys. 9 games with them, over 700 yards, including that 217-yard 3-score performance against the Eagles.
And remember,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Kelsey imposing his will. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 42 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Swing to the right. To the right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
The first carry now. This is Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with?
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z. Z.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And out now come the Cowboys. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mahomes now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Slow. Here we go now. Blue 45. Z.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They're going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. Ball back. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. This is Elliott. And an alley to run. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Prescott now on second down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He hits Beasley right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 180. Gun. Switch and 8.
A second down throw for Prescott. The quick slant caught. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch and 8.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Eluding, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Allen Bailey in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Flush to his right. He can run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Right. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And it's caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now in Arlington. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to float this one deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Out of his end zone, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott on first down. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's finish now.
First down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Steps away. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now for the point after.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen...
And now look at him go. A big play there for KC. 47 yards on the ground. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 43 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They run it again with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
There we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. fighting to stay upright. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continue.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the folium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag,
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Zebra. 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And this will be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Manning now to throw. And that is incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here you go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fights out the defender. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Olivier Vernon not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Right there. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Manning. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hey, gun. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He dumps it off to Barkley. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
But with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, I thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. So, okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarterback. You got the number 6 overall pick in this next year's draft. Where are you going?
You would think if you could get someone like a Quentin Nelson who went to the Colts last year, you would want to do that. But there's also a chance they can get their future quarterback with the number 6 pick. So you might have to go in that direction and then come.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. There he goes left side. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Into the red zone now. Manning eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situations?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool.
Still first down.
And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Gun. Zebra.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Zebra. Set. Blue 80. Hey, gun. Zebra.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Final play of the half. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Olivier Vernon brings him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 90 yards receiving now for them in the ball game. It's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. The blue 80.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
That's it. The blue 80. Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra. Check. There goes 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. To Barkley on the check down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Manning dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Pass interference. Offense.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Zebra.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, here's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Zebra. There goes 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
On first down, Manning. Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Manning. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. That is is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
46, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
A second down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go, 46, 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down.
Gun. We go 46, 26.
Prescott yet again. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Blue 80. Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Zebra.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Buying time. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
27's to Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Blue 80. Hey, gun. Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, gun. Motion. Hey.
Working from the gun, Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Staying on his feet. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Manning going to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Manning to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Zebra. Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Back to throw, Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Regular.
Now Manning. Eluding the pressure, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Cooper was the target there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Zebra. Receiver.
Manning looking to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The toss out to Barkley. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Manning now on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go, and here we go from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Dallas trots on the field. There's Dak Prescott, their quarterback. Kind of an up-and-down year for him as you look back, Charles. He did have a career high, although the sample size is pretty small, just a few years, but better than 3,700 yards. I don't know. What'd you make of Dak?
I thought he continued to make improvement. You know, people want to talk about his accuracy. If you look at his numbers, way better than you would expect when people mention where he places the football. He is 32-16 as a starter in the regular season. And his number of touchdown passes, as you said, small sample size, but 23, 22, 22 in his 3 years. I would tell him going forward, aim for a career high in rushing yards. That'll help their entire offense.
Throwing, Prescott, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30. Power running by Zeke. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 60 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Prescott now on second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Zebra.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He gets away from one. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Regular. Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra. Regular. Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Regular. Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw is Manning. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Pass interference. Offense.
Well, so much for the first down.
Still third
and
down.
They could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
On third and long, it's Manning. Forced out to his left. And Ingram holds it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 65 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Rosas now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
27 to Sam. Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because there's defensive guys. I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Now Manning. On the move to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Check. Watch the floor. Zebra. Hey, gun. Hey.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. Stays on his feet. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the count. Drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have some...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam. Zebra.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Manning to Shepard, 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, the spin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Zebra, zebra. Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Zebra. Hey, gun. Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Manning now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott being chased out left. It got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Good. 280. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Okay,
on first down, Manning eluding the pressure right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Zebra. Good. Go blue 80. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Zebra. Regular.
To throw on second down. Manning flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Zebra.
Looking to throw on second down. Manning looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Manning to Shepard. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Manning will try again on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the Cowboys offense now. They head out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Prescott on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing now is Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
56. 27 to Sam. 27.
Shotgun now for Manning. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And his pass is intercepted.
We are all the way